Let's get started. What the heck are we playing against? Guitar? Gernards? What? Ursatic? Huh? I have no idea what Hackbee is playing. Sir, are you lost? This is not the casual ranked ladder here. But, all right, let him cook. Let's go.
There can only be one winner. And you're looking at it. Let's go.
Chaining Max C to the Mega Anus. What the heck does that do? You could tribute, during the main phase, tribute to level 7 or higher from your hand, special summon this card from your hand. Okay. Gamma pop the Max C. A lot of people keep asking, when's the most opportune moment to use your Max C? Well, if you Max C on an open field, there's always that possibility of that semi-limited Gamma hard punishing you, and this could very easily just be a Baron to floor, just like that. Baron to floor. I know it's level 8 Synchro, but you go into the Excel Synchro, Reborn from the Grave. That's a Baron freaking to floor if you have room in your extra deck. And, okay, let's see what we could do. We get the special summon. That's exactly what we're doing. Now, it not only ate up your Max C, it's going to eat up your Moonlit Chill. And so double disruption gone off of one Gamma. And then surely we could further cook from this, right? No. Or maybe this is disruption on the field. I don't know what this is. If this card is special summoned while you control another, your Ursatic, you could target one, okay, a spell speed 1 effect, not a continuous effect. During the main phase, we could still tribute from our hand a special summon from our hand. Okay, this is nothing. This is actually nothing, right? Well, we have the Hop Your Squadron, actually. During the main phase, you could synchro a Baron to floor. Yup, we good. We got Baron to floor during the main phase. Okay, let's go. Let's go. We're now in the main phase. When do we Hop Your Squadron? Now. Hop Your Squadron for the Baron to floor. Non-target negate, as the Purrely Street's gonna make our newly special summon Purrely's untargetable. And just like that, we're good. Let's go, let's go. Come forth and summon Purrely. It's like, you know, I guess we're negating it. I guess we're negating it. There is a situation where we have the Purrely happy. We chain protect the Purrely from being destroyed by card effect. It is still negated, but then, you know, we could probably further cook from there, but not if we have no cards in the hand. Damn, it actually worked out. That worked out well. Very well done. Baron to floor, pop a card in the field, and then hopefully we could do something beyond that. You have 5,400 damage in the field. Sleepy is going to make the next attack. No, I was not special summoning. You have to discard to do that. Sleepy Memory is making the next attack we get dealt 0 damage. So we have to attack with something small first. Target level 4, increase its level. There you go. Sleepy protect from the first battle damage. Do we do anything after this? I mean, our negate is gone. We don't have anything left. There's no more disruption. Holy crap. Purrely Lily into happy, pretty swing, damage step search. And then we could get reducing. Oh my Jesus. Delicious Memory, make the Baron to floor indestructible by battle, or you could make the Mega Anus indestructible by battle. That's something. Yup. Swing, search, get reducing. Let's go. Delicious. That's exactly what we're doing. Down to 1,200. Indestructible by battle. It is this game. You need a calculator to even calculate this. I had a spreadsheet that calculated if you had game, and that was when we had more than 1 Delicious Memory. So this is 4 attacks. We attacked 1, we attacked twice. We have 2 more attacks. 2 more attacks as we further get boosted by equipping cards thanks to the Delicious Memory, also making it indestructible by battle. 1 more attack. I don't know. We don't have game. That's it. 1, 2, 3, and then destroy Baron to floor on the final attack. So it was not enough for game, but that's okay. We now have 5 materials. 5 materials is an X Purrely Nor. So that worked out. A ton of damage, wipe out Baron to floor, search again, and 4 searches, holy moly, and just like that, X Purrely Nor. Now Sleepy could not have been equipped onto the monster since you can only equip up to 3 times. We have 1 Sleepy on it, so draw 1 during the standby phase. And then we have the ability to spin 3 cards in the field and or grave. I mean, there's no way to get out of this. This is too much. The X Purrely Nor has the Pretty equipped onto it, which is going to allow us to suck up a card in the field now. Sleepy Memory being activated, you know, just because, and we didn't really need that to go through. And now we can just suck them up, attack for game, and very well done. Justinian up against a Baron to floor. They pretty much had absolutely nothing. They just had to survive 1 turn of battle, and they were good. Give that good suck to the Mega Anus. Lethal damage. All right. Ursatic. Didn't they recently receive some new cards? I guess we kind of forgot about them after they received their new cards. Rescue Ace, which is essentially the second best deck in the game, right behind Snake Eyes. All right, Triple Tactics Talent may not be so good against Rescue Ace because of their disruption being in the back row. We have the Planet searching for the Vsauce Starfrost, Rhino Heart, which not only will trigger a fusion, but the field spell is going to be able to pop one of those randomly set back row cards. And it is randomly set. You don't know where the Contain or the Extinguish is. Obvious trigger. Just like that, we're going to Call by the Grave, steal it. Now, you don't even have to use Call by the Grave. You could actually use Rescue. Rescue with the Hydrant could steal the Tearlament from their graveyard, and the fusion's no good. So that will be saved for the Sharon. Sharon is the second fusion trigger. Finger the Hovness limited one. She is now gone. Gone for good. And, you know, Crime could actually add her back if that is sent to the grave by card effect. Extinguishing the Rhino. Rhino cannot trigger to discard a Tearlament because of the Hydrant being on the field. Follow-up Emergency. What did I say? Triple Tactics Talent dead. That sucks. It's just not a good card if Rescue Ace is going to be one of the best decks, it looks like. Rescuing our own Turbulent, as we could just recycle those in-grave cards with our Field Spell. Just like that, Field Spell is going to be recycling 4 cards on the grave and or banished back in the deck. Now, it can't recycle a banished face-down Rescue Ace card, so if you want to play some Kashtira, banish their cards face down, that would be a better situation to deal with their deck. Or just banish their cards off the top of the deck face down randomly. And if you ever hit their Rescue Ace HQ with a random banish, that does stop their way of recycling their cards. So if you could banish that itself, then you're good. That could be one way to win the grind game. Focus on the field spell. If you're playing Runic, just keep on randomly banishing until you randomly hit that field spell. Come forth, Link Karibo, so good it is banned in the TCG. We're going in for game. The Tearlament Sulik does nothing, nada. Lethal damage. All right, let's go. Bro, you hard opening, limited to 1 field spell. This card was limited to 1 on freaking release. Come forth and summon from the deck, Sharon. I really like using the Tearlament Grief if our Kick Callous gets negated by Effect Veiler. So I would have opened up a Rhino possibly here, and then Kick Cow get negated, and then you Grief, summon your monster, then send Kick Cow to the grave for that mill 5. Because Impermanent Veiler, if you're playing against Tier, hold it for the Kick Cow. You're stopping the Kick Cow from being able to send itself to the graveyard and reborn from the grave or summoning from the hand. Sharon's going to discard a card, come forth and summon, randomly mill it in 3. Vsauce Starfrost is that way to pop. So in this situation, we already had the Starfrost to pop the Kick Cow, so we didn't need to save the Grief for it. So that is a mindset you definitely want to take into consideration here. Link off into the Lightheart. Also, I don't like leading with the special summon because of Max C. I feel that if you're going to Rhino Heart, they chain Max C to your summon of a Kick Kalos. That's not that bad. Kick Cal search Sulik, pass. They draw 1. You have a disruption and likely gonna be fusion summoning during their turn. Now, in the TCG, I think opening up with a Sharon or a special summon is better. Come forth, Baron Defleur. Omni negate, popping our Sharon, trigger the fusion summon if we had not already done so. We're gonna banish in the graveyard, so Sharon already had used its fusion summon effect. Hovness is what has not been used yet. Into SP Little Knight. Let's go. What are our disruptions? We have nothing in the graveyard that is considered disruption here. No Fairy Tale Snow randomly. Baron to floor, negate anything. SP Little Knight, chain banish an opposing monster in response to any card effect. Now the Little Knight can reset the Baron to floor to negate again because it can only negate 1 small face up on the field. So that is a really good reset. There's some good synergy here. There is a forbidden droplet, though. That is a situation. By sending a monster as part of the cost of the droplet, you can't chain the Baron to floor, you cannot negate. They are fully negated and reduced by half. That is massive. So now they're going to get wiped out completely, and it looks like Nicky Boy is definitely going to win this duel. Let's speed on through this. Diablo Star setting up with the original Sinful. Send Diablo Star, summon our Hydrant. We still have our open normal summon, searching for a Preventer, normal summoning into the Lifter. Rescue can rescue from the opponent's graveyard if we want, but we have a Turbulence in our grave, set up 4 cards. One of the 4 cards are activatable this turn due to the Hydrant, so we could pop if we want. We are going to use that exactly, using the Extinguish right then and there, wiping out the Baron to floor. Open field, 4,700 damage right now, banishing for our Preventer, now 7,500 damage. We're gonna scoop it up. If we link off with the Preventer and the Hydrant, Preventer will trigger, reborning a banished monster, and just like that, it is gone for good. Rescue Ace, defeating Manadium Tier. Mirror Sword Knight, I think that is the Ash Blossom. You Ash the Mirror Sword Knight, but then you potentially play into a Gamma, so you could otherwise then negate the Baphomet, which does search for 2 cards. That's another good negate. Imperm would be good on that one, definitely. Chimera of the Phantom Beast will activate to discard a card randomly during the end phase. We're on summon number 3. Are we getting Nibiru? So even after we leave the field, we still have that lingering effect of discarding from the hand during the end phase. So we are now reborning the Mirror Sword Knight. The Mirror Sword Knight and the Codal have the effect of negating a monster on the field or negating a card that targets one of our cards, as long as we have a Phantom Beast in the field. So we're on summon, 1 more summon, and yep, 5 summons is here. Let's go. Come forth, Baphomet, the mythical king of Phantom Beasts. We're gonna send a, ooh, that stops Nibiru. But not first, we're going to Nibiru though. This states neither player could special summon monsters except dark monsters. How do we get this out on the field? I believe this one. During your opponent's turn, banish this card, quick effect, to then target your barrier statue, reborn it, and then your opponent cannot summon except dark monsters. That is a really big deal. Let's go. Tribute it up. Get tributing. And the Baphomet can also reborn the Phantom Beast onto the field. So that is an interesting situation. We banish to summon the statue. We then banish to reborn our banish. Wait, this is a wind. So your own barrier statue will stop you from summoning your wind monster onto the field, which you need the wind monster on the field to turn on your Sword Knight to be able to negate a monster on the field, to turn on your Codal, to negate an effect that would target a card you control. So is it better to have a barrier statue or your multiple negates? Well, it doesn't even matter because we have that Call by the Grave. But we now get to turn on the Sword Knight and the Codal right through that Call by the Grave. You did stop my barrier statue play, but we are fine. Nicely done. And we did have to target, unfortunately. A lot of effects, sometimes like Promethean Princess, when they're reborning from the grave, they don't have to target. But for this instance, that barrier was targeted, was fingered, get out of here. Blue being a dark would have been summonable anyway. Blue not being chain link blocked by anything is going to be negated by that Mirror Sword Knight. Now the Sword Knight is just negating the effect, not going to destroy. We have Nimble Manta. What the heck does a Nimble Manta do? Sprint on summon will send a level 2 from the deck to the grave, which will be our Angler. Angler is going to get fingered back to back, both players fingering each other. Let's get to it. Be gone, Angler. TCG has triple cross-out designate and 1 finger. We have 1 cross-out designate and 2 fingers. Manta and Sprint. The Sprint cannot be used for a Link summon, but there is no such requirement for making an Xyz summon. Into Gigantic Spright, detach summon for the deck, Jet. Jet, while being limited to 1 in game, it is at 2 for our tournament. They are allowed to be playing 2. They are playing 2. 3,200, big enough to wipe them out. Further showconning into a Little Knight into the main phase 2. On summon, banishing that giant token off the field. Now the double cross, from my understanding, is going to do nothing. Target a monster on the field or graveyard, and then you attach it to your Xyz. You don't have one. Place it to where your Link is pointing to. It's pointing to freaking nowhere, so that's nothing. Damn. And it gets Kaiju'd. We have Chimera Fusion, which is going to be banishing itself to get ashed. Wait, it has an effect. Banish this card, and if you do, special summon both one from the deck. Okay. Wait, what? I thought it was just add to the hand. If this card is in the graveyard and you have a mythical beast in your field or in your graveyard, activate one of these effects. You're just adding it from the graveyard to the hand, but because the secondary effect, which you never do, is possible. What? Wait, how's that? Wait, they were activating that effect. I never see that effect activated. Oh, okay, let's go. It's a double Garnet, that's why it's not played. Yeah, I'm not familiar with anyone actually using that effect. Summon a Gazelle and a Baphomet from your deck and or graveyard. Wow. Guardian Chimera. I have not. Usually the Chimera fusion is added from the graveyard to the hand. Maybe I'm not thinking correctly. I remember playing the deck, Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts. That's not this Gazelle that's in the graveyard. What do you mean I've never seen this summon? Of course I haven't. Who the heck is playing this? I don't see people playing this. Since when? Guardian Chimera on summon, wiping out that double cross, taking out the Kaiju. Let's go. All right. Called by technically fingered the graveyard and banished the monster targeted. So basically you should say fingering the graveyard to banish and negate. You what, mate? Max C has surrendered. Good job, Chimera. Despite their bearish statue getting fingered, they were able to play right through it. Good job to you. Let's keep on going. Normal summon blue. Maxi, before they special summon another Spright from their hand, we're going to Ash negate. And now the triple tactics talent is turned on. I would like to maybe run a poll, maybe later. Do you Max C in the draw phase, or do you hold your Max C? Because now you're playing into a triple tactics talent, where otherwise you play into a gamma. There is another instance where, let's say you have an Ash and a Max C in your hand, the opponent has a called by. There's an opportunity where you Ash first, they called by and finger your Ash, then you follow up Max C. Thus, you protected your Max C from getting fingered. There's a lot of nuance to the situation of when exactly you should Max C. I like to lazily Max C in the draw phase. That's what I'm doing. Playing around the triple tactics talent, playing around Diablo Star, playing around Fenrir. Let's go. And if Purrely is relevant, you should actually be maxing in the standby phase, not the draw phase. Because Purrely wants to activate their quick play special summon in the draw phase to play around Droll and Lockbird, so you want to wait for them to activate, then chain to that card with your Max C. But otherwise, you could just use it in the draw phase if you're not playing against Purrely. So very simply, do we just battle? We do lose our battle phase though. That is something. And let's go. Tribute summon, just like that. Whoa, Baphomet outing the Ibly lock. Ain't no freaking way. Countered. Melfi Caddy is being triggered here to return to the hand and add a beast from your deck. The Penny has now been added. Penny, when added, can now special summon. It's actually not a trigger. It's a quick effect whenever you want. Special summon, then synchro with a card from your hand if you'd like. We're now going to give you Ibly again. So now it's summoned into defense. You can't put it into attack to swing by battle. You can't use your polymerization. I think you're actually screwed, right? Ibly, trigger. We're also banishing your Baphomet off the field. Holy moly. So could this happen if you were to battle with your Ibly? Yes, but it's different. If you battle swing with Ibly, Ibly's in the grave, and they have the ability to Masquerena it back onto your field, you have turn player priority to perform the first action in main phase 2, also main phase 1, so you could shotgun your polymerization before they're able to do that. And obviously that is not the situation here. So that is the risk where within main phase 1 you out the Ibly. They are going to then have priority outside of your quick effect priority to give you that Ibly right back, and then you can't even battle. Goodbye. I mean, this is a scoop, is it not? We scooping. How can we play through this? You cannot special summon except Link monsters. That's it. I guess it's on Max Seif to 1-turn kill now. Let's go. 8,000 damage. Can we do it? Elf Reborn from the graveyard. There's no hand traps, no back row to set. I feel like some toxic locks, Konami may be justifying it as go play back row. You don't like getting locked out? Go play some traps. You're saying traps are bad? Well, if you set a bunch of back row after this, they wouldn't be so bad now, would they? Good searching for the Spright starter. We're going to double cross steal the Ibly, then give back the Ibly to you. Play Labyrinth? Right, play Labyrinth. It just like that, not enough for game? Starter, we have starter. Yes? Starter for game. Just like that from the deck. Red for game. Ibly lock is back? Oh, how could you say it's back? Well, Spright Elf just got boosted by the ban list, so more players playing Spright are maybe going to want to be playing the Ibly lock. We are Fright for patchworking. Let's patchwork this up. Let's go. Searching for the fusion spell and a monster set Imperm pass. Got Maxi, Imperm, nothing in the graveyard of relevance here. Rite of Erismir. All right, let's go. The Rite of Erismir, I think, is now unlimited, right? So we are playing with the new ban list. Unlimited Rite of Erismir. We got the Fateful Adventure, grabbing our Water Enchantress, discard the Angler Trigger, summon up to 2 Nimbles from the deck, all under Max C. We have the Griffin Rider ready to negate any potential hand trap. I guess Imperm on the Griffin Rider will then make a second guess, taking the Maxi challenge. Do we play into a Nibiru? Do we still put up lethal damage? Looks like we keep on special summoning now. We don't have to worry about Nibiru if we resolve our Gigantic Spright, but off the top of the freaking deck, newly drawn off the Maxi on the summon of the Gigantic Spright, we're going to negate. Thus, we're now susceptible to a Nibiru. Ain't no freaking way that just happened. Wow. Absolute top deck into negate. And just like that, we can't further cook under a potential Nibiru. We're going to swing, and it does not look too bad. They only drew 5 cards here. So the Griffin Rider being a wind, meaning that the Super Poly's not going to work on it, but, oh, Kaiju. Okay. Anyway, if you could Super Poly the token with another Earth, that would also disable the Griffin Rider, which, again, we don't have to worry about. We're maxing after we got Kaiju'd, as we're then following up with Super Poly. Super Poly the Gigantic Spright and Kaiju into a Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Let's freaking go. Target a card the opponent has special summoned. You're going to gain the attack. Now 4,800 attack. Let's get to it. Grabbing a Sword Knight. Sword Knight is what you definitely want to Ash Blossom here, but we, of course, do not have that. Now, you are also under Maxi. Are you willing to take the Maxi challenge here? We have no disruption whatsoever. We have to just draw into it. Chimera, King of the Phantom Beast, is now here. We are going to be triggering the Baphomet to reborn a body from the graveyard. We're also going to be adding an illusion card from the deck to our hand. We're going to chain link block it all at the Chimera King. Chimera King will discard a random card during the end phase, but will we even make it to the end phase? We have already used up our normal summon, and the Patrick has not been activated yet. We're going to be adding back that Chimera Fusion summon Shokan into Chimera the Illusion Beast. We have 7,900 damage, attacking for 21 over the carrot. We are applying our other effect. What the heck is that effect? If this battles a monster, it cannot be destroyed by that battle. At the end of the damage step, if this battled an opponent's monster, you could change that opponent's monsters to 0 attack. This card can attack a number of times each battle phase, up to the number of materials used for its fusion summon. We used, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 3 attacks. Let's go. And just like that, game. All right. Could not be caught in attack position against Chimera.